Hello Astrid, Andrés, bienvenidos.
Hi, teacher.
Bienvenidos a nuestra clase del día de hoy. ¿Cómo se encuentran? Diana. Hello Diana, how are you? Si se escucha, a lo mejor ni siquiera se escucha. Yo pensando que están escuchándome.
Sí se escucha, profe.
¿Sí? Qué bien.
Sí, sí se escucha.
Bien, pues vamos a dar inicio. Vamos a iniciar. Mientras se integran sus compañeros a la clase. Pues iniciaremos con el tema yesterday, el día de ayer, ¿verdad? Yesterday, some of you said that you needed summer practice. Remember? Some of you said yesterday that you needed more practice, and today we bring some exercises to do together, and there is no doubt about it, que no les quede duda sobre este tema que estamos viendo sobre say and tell. And we're going to start with exercises that we are going to do together, and each of you will complete. Some of them are the equivalent to B1 level, but first we have, primero vamos a tener, okay. First we have the one. Look, así ayer dijeron que necesitamos práctica y claro que sí, ¿verdad? Sobre el say and tell que ya hemos repasado el día de ayer y el día de antier, pero espero que con estos ejercicios del día de hoy quede claro lo que hemos estado viendo. Look, we have a man and a woman. What are they doing? What do you think, Diana? What are they doing? Or what happened in this peak?
They're talking about the newspaper.
Yeah, they are talking about something in the newspaper. Very good. Están hablando sobre algo que sucedió, ¿verdad? We're going to listen this conversation.
What's going on in the news today? Well, there was a terrible storm in the south. Really? Yes. It says lots of houses were destroyed. What a shame. But there were no deaths. Thank goodness for that.
Okay, look that they are talking about a terrible storm. Yesterday we read and complete something related to that, the hurricane, Cleo, and today we have that they are talking about this terrible storm, okay? Then let's continue with one exercise. One exercise, because we need some more practice, as you said yesterday. We are talking, this topic is about say and tell, that is these verbs are in present, but then we are going to change to the past. We have told and said. Yesterday we did a lot of exercises, but we need more practice, and we have right here. Look the sentences, and we're going to choose between some of them. Can you start, please, Astrid?
Oh my God. Okay. The radio announcer said listeners that a big storm was coming.
You choose said, and it is correct. Oh, is wrong. Okay.
It's wrong.
Okay. The radio announcer told the radio announcer told listeners that a big storm was coming. What do we say about say and tell? When are we going to use? When we're going to use say, and when we are going to use tell? Who remembers that? We are going to use say when, remember?
When you don't know who is listening, no?
The listener, Okay, when you don't know who is listening. And we're going to use told when we know who the listener is. In this
In this case, listeners is
the person that are
first, but you don't know who are they.
okay, the radio. Yes, we don't know who. The radio announcer told listeners that a big storm was coming. Yes, because the radio announcer told the listeners, all the people who are listen the news, in this case are the listeners, but he can he can say the names of each one. He can say, no puede decir los nombres de cada uno, ¿verdad? Pero sí está dirigiéndose a alguien. Por eso, for that reason.
Okay, it was my confuse.
Yeah, it was.
Because sometimes to use a name, but sometimes use a.
We suppose that
Yes.
are listening the news. Yeah, listening the news. Very good. Yeah. And what about the number 2, Andres? How do you complete the number 2?
She said, don't go without a flashlight.
She said,
Don't go without a flashlight.
you say that is. She said, don't go.
Not to go.
We are going to use not to go. We're going to use, she said, not to go without a flashlight. Okay. What do you think so? She said not to go. Why?
Not to go without a flashlight. Because I don't know how to explain.
Because what are you? Because we're going to use an infinitive in negative. She said not to go.
Oh yeah.
Okay, infinitive. Because this is in present, and remember present and past, but here we don't have, we have the past only in the, this is the direct speech. We're going to use to go. She said not to go. Okay.
Okay.
Next one, Diana.
Yes, teacher. My dad told me to use the cell phone in case of emergency.
Okay, we have an infinitive. My dad told me to use the cell phone in case of emergency. Very good. And what about a street?
Or you put me a difficult. Someone in my office say the weather had been pretty bad.
Some in my office say the weather has been pretty bad. Yes, no se está dirigiendo a nadie, sino que alguien dijo, ¿verdad? Someone in my office said the weather has been pretty bad. Very good. And what about Andres?
Sorry. I'm here.
Okay, no problem.
Number 5?
Yes.
Okay. The newspaper said the government had released a statement.
Can you repeat it?
The newspaper said the government had released a statement.
Had. Okay. The newspaper said the government had released a statement. The newspaper said the government had released a statement. What is ¿qué hizo? Dice que el gobierno que liberó, había liberado, had released a statement. Very good. And what about the other one, Diana?
The office told people that it
The-
was closed until further notice.
The office told people that it was closed until the further notice. Very good. And the last one, street.
In the latest report, they say that rescuers
Here.
had found more than 100 victims.
Okay, very good. In the latest report, they said that rescuers have found more than 100 victims. Very good. We're going to have, let's change. We're going to have more options. This is letter C, next activity. Look, all of these are related with the topic, and we have read the sentences in direct speech and indirect speech. Read the sentences in direct speech and indirect speech. Click on that correct answer. The news reporter stated, flood water is up to 3 meters in some areas. The news reporter stated that flood water up to 3 meters in some areas. Look at the verbs, different verbs, different tenses. The reporter, remember the tenses, how they change. Present to past, remember that? You remember that?
Yes.
Okay. The news reporter stated that flood water, is. How are we going to change it?
Was.
Very good. Remember present to past. The news reporter stated that flood water was up to 3 meters in some areas. Iba a subir, ¿verdad? Okay. Bill told his assistant, please remind me again later. Bill told his assistant, please remind me again later. Bill said him again later.
To remind?
Bill said to remind him again later. Very good. Bill said to remind him again later. Good. Someone said, the news report caused a lot of panic. Someone said that the news report a lot of panic. Look,
Caused.
Had caused
causes in the past, and the past, remember,
in past perfect.
had caused a lot of panic. The news report caused a lot of panic. Someone said that the news report had caused a lot of panic. Good. Can you read, Andres?
Yes. Resident told us the local news station didn't mention anything about it.
Okay. The residents told us the local news station didn't mention anything about it. Resident told us anything about it. Look, this is in past, and remember how.
Hadn't mentioned. The local news station hadn't mentioned.
Very good. Past participle. The local resident told us that the local news station hadn't mentioned. Very good. His mother told him, don't worry about it too much. His mother told him, don't worry about it too much. She said.
He didn't worry about. She said he didn't worry about it too much.
No, he didn't worry. No. His mother told him, don't worry about it too much. She said,
Not too
Not
much.
to worry.
not to worry about it too much. No te preocupes, sencillo, ¿verdad? Very, very easy. Look, we're going to change. Ya hemos visto esto que está muy sencillo, pero vamos a hacer un ejercicio. A ver, acá está. We have an exercise. Ay, hay más, déjenme veo, porque no les estaba preguntando a todos. Violeta, Jacob, Karina. Very good. Now, we have an activity related to that because yesterday you said that you need more practice. Look, direct and indirect speech. This is the equivalent to B1 level. Choose the correct form to complete the sentences below. Remember the tenses. Remember that yesterday and the day before yesterday, we said how we're going to change tenses. Look, we have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, maybe 2 for each one, to each one. Look, I work in a bank. He said that this is to Karina. Karina, can you complete it? You have 3 options. I work in a bank.
He said that he worked in a bank.
No, I work in a bank. You said that is that. Then we're going to check it, okay? Luego lo vamos a dejar al final. Next, Astrid, look. Look carefully and then tell us what's your option that you choose.
She told us she was working that day.
I'm working today. She told us she
Was working.
you said that it was working that day. I'm working today. She told us she was working that day. Good. Andres,
Yes, teacher.
I've been ill for a couple of weeks. I've been ill for a couple of weeks. Usted les va a decir a sus compañeros qué le estoy diciendo. Usted va a reportar lo que yo le estoy diciendo. I've been ill for a couple of weeks.
He told me he was ill a couple of weeks.
Can you repeat it?
He told me he was ill for a couple of weeks.
I've been ill for a couple of weeks. You said, he told me.
He told me he had been ill for a couple of weeks.
Okay, he told me he had been ill for a couple of weeks. Good. Diana, can you complete the other one? I was at the doctor all morning. I was at the doctor all morning.
She told me that she has been at the doctor all morning.
Okay, next one. Violeta. I'll lend you the money. Le prestaré el dinero que me pidió. I'll lend you the money.
He told me he would lend me the money.
Very good. Next. Jacob, I can do it without your help. I can do it without your help.
She said she couldn't do it without my help.
Very good. The meeting may start early. Karina, The meeting may start early.
Okay, teacher. Meeting
May. The meeting may
may start. He told us that the meeting may start early.
might.
Might start early.
Okay. Next. Astrid. I must leave early today. I must leave early today.
It is a difficult, okay. I must leave early today. He say that he
I must leave early today.
I must leave early. He say that he must leave.
Must leave,
Um,
must and must.
Left. I don't know.
I must leave early today.
I must leave early today. He said that he left early that day.
You said left?
Left.
Okay, no problem. Andres, you should talk to Jim. You should talk to Jim.
She said that I should talk to Jim.
Excuse
I
me?
would. She said that I will talk to Jim.
Can you repeat it?
Yes. ¿Se escucha mejor?
Sí. You,
Okay.
you should talk to him.
She said that I will talk to Jim.
And the last one, Diana. Get out.
She told me
Get out.
I can see the options, teacher.
Get out.
She told me I got out.
Get out. Okay. Look, we have the 10. I work in a bank. He said that I work in a bank. Si yo les digo, trabajo en un banco. I work in a bank. Dijo que trabajaba, que trabajó en un banco, que trabajaba. Pasar. I'm working today. She told us she was working that day. Then today, that day. I've been ill for a couple of weeks. He told me he had been ill for a couple of weeks, pero lo vamos a checar. Vean cada uno lo que hicieron. Ya cada uno, ahorita nos vamos a olvidar quién lo hizo. Vamos a revisar. Number 1, I work in a bank. He said that he worked in a bank. Work in a bank. Very good. I work in a bank. He said that he worked in a bank. Present simple, direct speech. Past simple, report speech. I'm working today. She told us she was working that day. Was working, correct. Present continuous, direct speech. Past continuous, report speech. Today, that day. Today, that today. Today, that day. He told me I've been ill for a couple of weeks. He told me he had been ill for a couple of weeks. Number 3. Had been ill. Very good. Present perfect, direct speech. Past perfect, report speech. Good. 4. I was at the doctor all morning. She told me that she has been at the doctor all morning. Had been. Past simple, direct speech. Past perfect report speech. Had been. Okay. I'll lend you the money. He told me he would lend me the money. I lend you the money. Number 5. He told me he would lend me the money. Will, their speech, would, report speech. Would, very good. I can do it without your help. She said she couldn't do it without my help. Okay, couldn't, number 6. Couldn't do. Can, their speech, could, report speech. I can do it without your help. She said she couldn't do it without. Very, very good. Number 7, the meeting may start early. Might start. Might start. He told us that the meeting might start early. May, their speech, might, report speech. Good. Number 8, I must have to leave. I must leave early today. He said that he had to leave early that day. ¿Quién tiene confusión? No me acuerdo. Must, obligation.
Me.
Okay. Must, obligation, direct speech. Had to, report speech. Entonces, es bueno equivocarnos porque decimos, ok, tenía duda en esta, ya vi que va a ser en had to. Very good. Number 9, que era aquí, would talk. Number 9, should talk. You should talk to Jim or to Jim. She said that I should talk to Jim. Should talk, not the same. Could, might, or should, their speech. Could, might, or should, report speech. Como que no cambia.
Excuse me, is the same?
Yeah.
Could change, not change, could is the same, could,
Yeah.
might,
Could, might,
okay.
yeah, in report speech, that's the same. You should, I should. Okay. Get out. She told me to get out. Orders or request, the speech, told me or asked me plus infinitive, to get out, infinitive. She told me, bueno, si she told me or she asked me to get out, infinitive. Tanto puede ser como told or ask. Me pidió, me dijo, ¿verdad? Entonces vean, lo hicieron perfecto. A veces nos equivocamos una hora, pero es bueno. That's good. Es bueno porque de aprendemos. De esto aprendemos. Ya vimos tiempos de uno cómo pasa al otro. Ya vimos aquí cómo podríamos pasar en la duda que había, porque si decía no sé, no sé, la verdad no me suena. Ya lo vimos que aquí en must, ¿verdad? Iba a ser had to. I must leave early today. He said that he had to leave early today. Good. This is the first exercise. We have one more. We have just 5. Solo 5 tenemos. Chequenlo muy bien because we're going to choose the correct form of each gap below. A, B, or C. A, B, or C. And we are going to write right here. Write it right here. And we're going to start with, nos quedamos con Diana, sigue Violeta. Number 1, léalo cuidadosamente. Please read it carefully. No llevamos prisa. Carefully. I need to see Sarah this weekend. George said that. No pueden ir leyendo los demás para cuando le toque a alguien. Ya hayan leído todo, pero ahorita estamos con Violeta, number 1. I need to see Sarah this weekend.
Maybe I need to see Sarah this weekend. George said that he needed to see Sarah that weekend.
Letter C?
Yes.
Very good. Thank you, Violeta. Jacob, I'm reading now. Sally told me I'm ready now. Y usted va a decirles lo que les dijo Sally. I'm ready now. Sally told me.
Sally told me that she was reading at that moment.
Letter A. Okay.
Letter A.
Karina, number 3. I haven't seen Barbara since last year. Brendan told me.
He didn't see Barbara since last year. Letter A.
Letter A.
Yes, teacher.
He didn't see Barbara since last year. I haven't seen Barbara since last year. Brendan told me he didn't see Barbara since last year. You said that is letter A. Astrid, what about the number 4?
Have you signed the contract?
You signed the contract, Susan.
Susan told me if I had signed the contract. Letter A.
Okay, and the last one, Andres. Where did you eat?
Some ask me where I have eaten.
Where?
Where I have eaten.
Okay, letter A.
Letter A.
Okay, tenemos A, C. Okay, we're going to check. Vamos a revisar estas 5. Where did you eat? Sam asked me where I have eaten. Okay, vamos a ver todas. I need to see Sarah this weekend. George said that he needed to see Sarah. Vamos a verla, checar. Aquí la tenemos. ¿Verdad? Bueno, lo hacemos de una vez hasta arriba que lo vean. I need to see Sarah this weekend. George said that, letter C. He needed to see Sarah that weekend. This weekend, that weekend. Simple, present simple, their speech, past simple, report speech, this, that. Okay, number 2, nos decían letter A. Number 2, letter A, that's correct. I'm reading now. Sally told me that she was reading at the moment. Vean, now, at the moment. Now, then, or at the moment. Present continuous, the speech, past continuous, report speech. Number 3 que nos dijeron, letter A. And it's B. I haven't seen Barbara since last year. Brendan told me he hadn't seen Barbara since that year before. Ya no se dice last year, sino that year before. Solo por ese pequeño detalle. Present perfect, your speech. Past perfect, report speech. Last month, year, etc. Last month, year, etc. Before or the previous month, year, etc. Decía last year y nos cambiaba a that year before. Number 4, A. Ah, pues ya son puras A. A. B, también es B. Have you signed the contract? Susan asked me whether I had signed the contract. Yes, no question, direct speech. Ask me if or whether. Significa lo mismo, whether or if. Whether or if, that's the same. Plus subject, plus verb, report speech. I asked me whether I had. Recuerden que whether es lo mismo que if. Y aquí también nos decían que la I sí era la A. Where did you eat? Sam asked me where I had eaten. Pasado, ¿verdad? El simple past. Y aquí es el past perfect. Very good. Vean que con este nos damos cuenta cómo andamos. Recuerden, van muy bien. Remember, because this is the equivalent to to B1. Estos son tipos de preguntas que a veces nos hacen en un B1 cuando hacemos un examen del B1. But we have, ¿cuál hicimos? Ok, ya completamos este, ya lo checamos. Tenemos otro ejercicio de este tipo para que salgan sus dudas. Ok, exercise 2, because it was 2 pages. Hicimos una página, 5 nada más. We have 5 more. Tenemos 6, 7, pero nos vamos a conectar nuevamente porque nos quedan 2 minutos y no quiero que nos deje a medias. Ok, continuamos rápidamente con esta revisión.